Naughty 93.7 The Beats, H-Towns for Hip Hop and home of the Breakfast Club. And my name's Ashlee with 2 E's, and I haven't seen this man in how long? How long has it been? I did see you a couple months ago at your softball game.
Yeah.
Like real quick.
Down. Yeah, that was lit though.
But we haven't.
It was hot.
Dog. This
that was
man,
like the worst day
wasn't
ever.
it like a holiday?
It was like the hottest day.
This man was like, "Hey, you want to come outside and see me, watch me play?"
I didn't say. I said, come to the.
You said, just come to this thing, pull up, and it was like one of the hottest days in Houston. Anyway, but I have with me, I did because I'm a real one. You're my homie. But I have with me my friend, my OG, a Leo homie. KIRKO BANGZ is in the building.
Let's get it.
Make some noise for KIRKO. What's happening?
Man,
what's going on?
I'm good. I'm great. How are you?
I've been seeing you all over Instagram, working out.
Doing for sure.
That
Gotta
new
get
stuff.
right. Gotta get right.
Well, we'll get to that. we'll get to that in this interview.
Okay.
But the reason you're here is because KIRKO about to drop new music.
Yep.
You got a single called Rollercoaster.
Mm-hmm.
The video's dropping tomorrow on YouTube. Yep. I heard it. It's kind of like a twerk song, like a feel good song, like
it's lit
for girls, pretty much. You distracted me because he got his teeth shining right now. But
for sure.
Tell us about this single. Like, who did you work with in production? Like,
I went to
it?
I was it was crazy how it happened. I went to Oregon and I've been working out and all that, but I'm really like into nature and stuff. So I've been wanting to go to Oregon and go like on going to the trails and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't go. I wanted to go for my birthday and I went out there and I ain't do it. So I went back. And when I went back, I had just started going to the studio like at 3, 4 in the morning after shows and stuff like that. I met this kid. He was like, hey, my mama was a fan of you. I was like, oh, that's what's up. Nah, straight up, bro, made me feel crazy.
My
So
mama
I'm like,
loves you.
You said that, right? Then he started playing beats. He was in the engineering playing beats, and he played that. Man, it went crazy. Like I did like 10 songs that day, and then I had Rollercoaster, and from there it was a wrap.
You know that's near and dear to my heart because I'm from Tacoma, from Washington.
For sure. And so I like all that out there.
PNW. Yeah. Where'd you go in Oregon?
I was in Salem. I was in Eugene. I was in Portland. I was out there for like a week and a half. We was doing a whole bunch of stuff.
So you went hiking?
But I did all that. Yeah, hiking. Yeah, I made sure I recorded every day though. After I did all that, I made sure I recorded every day.
And did you drop like a vlog, a video, or something?
Nah. Everything coming right now. Everything coming right now.
We got to get you on the vlog.
Nah, for sure.
So how do you get inspired for like a dance song? Like, well, you said you met a dude.
For me,
it
don't even be like, I don't have no long drawn out stories about inspiration. I feel like it's just living. Like you just be living and you get all this information inside you. And when it's time to come out, it come out. Like I don't force myself to sit in the studio for 12 hours a day and all that. Like it's not work to me. Like it's fun. It's what I do for a living. I practice all the time. I get 1,000 shots up a day. You know what I'm saying? I practice, I work. So when I was in there, he played we did like 6 songs and that one came on. Everybody else in the studio lit, I ain't been drinking this. I've been chilling. I'm sober. I'm turned up too. I'm recording. I feel like I'm creating a soundtrack to what everybody vibing to right now. Yeah. And the energy was good. A lot of times people have friends and stuff like that. And I feel like your partners don't get they just do because they give us a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? By just being around us, helping us, supporting us and stuff like that. So my partners was there, man. They had a few chicks there and it was just going up. And I was just creating the background music.
Listen, finally somebody can co-sign my hometown area.
Nah, for
sure. It's not as.
I love Seattle and stuff like that. Like
people always say it's depressing because
it get dark. It get dark, but it's cool though. Like I like it out there, man. Beautiful women out there too.
He said it get dark. It's a little gloomy out there.
Yeah.
Now the last album that you put out was mainly R&B.
Yeah.
It was like, what was it? My
Call Me KB.
Call Me KB.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And I saw that Jacquees brought you out in Colorado, for a show. Have you been working together with him, or that's just a homie?
That's always one call away though. Like anytime working on something, I can hit bro can hit me. Like we got plenty of records in the stash, so that's just whenever I'm ready. Like when I'm working on this project, I know I'm gonna have something. I'm like, hey bro, hop on this.
Explain to me from an artist perspective, because from a fan perspective, I hate when I hear we got hella songs, just
it be like that.
Release them. Why are we
Jacquees,
doing that?
Man, Jacquees, he had dropped a song. We had T-shirt and panties. He dropped that.
Yeah.
But I never got my part mixed and mastered. And he sent me the song. I just recorded. And I was like, "What you think about this?" It was a reference. Let's make this song built off this foundation I built. Next thing I know, I look up and the song is out. Yeah. You know what I mean? It just stuff be happening like that. So even the record I did with Nip, Downs Are Great, it was like that. It was a reference record. And then he took it and put another beat on it and did some stuff to it, and then they just put it out. And I never heard it.
We never talked about this, but that is literally one of my favorite songs in life.
I appreciate that.
Down Are Great.
Thank you.
And when I first moved, we also never talked about this. When I first moved here, because I used to live in Jacksonville, in Florida, the only person I cared about knowing was you.
I remember that. Appreciate it.
Because I was like, I used to listen to your mixtapes, like Progression.
Yeah, that's what's up.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, there was also one time we never talked about. I was at a show with, do you remember the artist Somo?
Yeah.
The dude who
Somo took me on tour. You were on
a show with him.
That's where I really learned how to perform a lot. I learned a lot, man, on that tour.
On tour with him?
Yeah. It changed my whole perspective. Like, he was killing me the first couple of days.
Him?
Yeah, like his performance was so crazy. Like he was killing, and I was like, hey, talking to my team, he was like, hey, bro, we opening for this dude, but we got to do something else. Like, we got to get together. So by the 5th show, we was going crazy, but it took a while though. Like,
but in what terms?
And I look at it like that, like, because it's like I get motivated by other artists. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the whole show. He got the band, everything is high choreographed. Like, it's a certain point when he take his shirt off, everything is so like neat. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, like it's organized. And I'm like, nah, we gotta have that. You know what I'm saying?
But so for like your lane of music though, like how can you improve your performance? Because it's really just you can improve anything you do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just stay trying to work it, stay trying to get better. You're an artist. You're not just a rapper. Yeah, you know.
Like I got times when I go out with my band and stuff like that. You know, we got the lights going, we got everything. All that stuff matter. Like with the boom, boom, boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you're saying certain things, all these matter. Like when I'm performing, I'm looking at a person over here on the left side. I got eye contact with you. I ain't got to worry about nobody else out there. I got this person over here. I know at this point in the song, I'm going to come back over here and do this because this one is going to start turning up. Yeah. I'm going to go in the middle and do this. I'm going to stay right here for this point in time. When you're on the stage, you thinking about, I'm thinking about all those things. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
I mean, are you ever going to dance?
Nah. It ain't even about that. It's just like, it's just showmanship. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lost art in the game. Like, boys be having hit records, but then when you go see their show, they just standing there. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't
or they just walk back and forth and
it's like it's so many things that you can do, you know what I mean, with your crowd, you know what I'm saying, to get them involved, you know.
I want to say, so back in 2020 when COVID first happened, you sent me like this playlist. It's still on my phone. It was like just R&B playlist.
I was just jamming that coming here. I listen to it every day, still to this day, for sure.
And I wanted to ask, because your last album was like mainly just like R&B. Is that what you're trying to stick with, or are you just doing everything?
Something I always aspired to do. Like in my whole career, I was like, I got to do one R&B project, bro. I got it. I'm gonna do another one too, because this one was just really acoustic. I'm gonna do another one with the drums and all that. But I'm gonna mix them. For this one, we going all the way there. Like, I'm just about to kill everybody in every way. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say you could call yourself the light skinned Keith Sweat.
Nah. Like, we gonna be player, but we gonna like music wise. It's like I feel like I started, you know what I'm saying, doing a lot of great things, and now it's like, let me just finish what I started. I was telling my mama the other day, like, I gotta just finish this real quick. You know, I gotta handle this, you know. So it's just business that I gotta tend to.
Are there other ventures outside of music you want to do that you haven't done yet?
Nah, I mean, stuff gonna come, but man, right now, I'm here.
Because he already told me no. I've asked him, I was like, Kirko, we should do a podcast together. Like, nah.
Don't even.
And I was like, but.
They already.
But listen.
Look, I ain't looking over here. They asked for podcasts. I'm like, I'm not doing. I don't want to do no podcast.
The one interview we had, we were like, everybody in the comments was like, yo, they have good chemistry. Like, they can talk to each other and it's funny. And I was like, I know, feel like but he don't want to do it.
In order to make a podcast work, you got to sit there and talk about people all the time. And I just don't want to do that.
So the ones that are popular, maybe, but like if you have an interview-driven podcast, then you could just sit here and talk like this.
No, I got business to tend to right now.
We gonna work on it though,
for sure.
For 2025. So earlier this year in Houston, Nicki brought you out at Gag City, and then also you just told me like today's the 10-year anniversary. The Drink in My Cup went platinum, and every time I'm like scrolling on TikTok or Twitter or something, everyone's like, "Man, this song don't ever get old." There's these things where people they go around the city and they're like, "What are you listening to?" And every single one is always someone's listening to Drinking in My Cup.
That's cool.
So did you think you would be here from that song? Like from whatever moment that you like were writing the lyrics, making the song, putting it out, did you even think that it would kickstart all this?
My only intention with Drinking My Cup was to prove to everybody I was from Houston, because everybody thought that I was from Atlanta or Dallas with what your name is. That was the only intent behind that song. Like, that was literally all I was trying to do that day. And shout out my boy Pyro and Ryu Sound Mob. We was recording in at his grandma's house, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting on the bed, we in his room. That's how it was. There wasn't no studio or nothing like that. There wasn't no booths, none of that. We ain't had nothing but Fruity Loops. But I was just like, bro, my song is out on the radio and stuff like that, but people don't know where I'm from, so I got to show people I'm from Houston. So that's why I put all that Drinking My Cup and drinks in there and all that and screw and all that, just to show my culture and show where I'm from.
That is true. If it wasn't for the video, I probably wouldn't know. Because I remember the video, you had a girl on there that was on Bad Girls Club at the same time. And I was like, oh, this girl, she was on Bad Girls Club. And he's in the video.
I don't even.
But then you see the spokes and you see you riding down like. Then I'm like, okay, he's from Houston. Like
that was the only intent. That was the only intent, just to tell. I'm from here. Like I'm literally from here. Yeah.
Now it's interesting because I always considered you like the middle child when it comes to Houston music because you came at a time in between
the middle child.
When J. Cole, like how in Middle Child, how he's like I'm the OG and I'm the little homie type of thing. So you came at a time after the big blow up of Swisher House and all that stuff, and then it was just you, and then some years later, then Travis and Megan and whatever, like they all blew up. So do you consider yourself an OG in a way, or do you consider yourself a little brother, a little bro?
I definitely don't consider myself as an OG. I don't know. People be telling me that, like younger cats and stuff like that, but it's like I don't know. I'm definitely in the middle. I feel like I'm in the middle of like just even when I came in the game, like I was on the tail end of boys still selling CDs and having CDs and now streaming. You know what I'm saying? I caught that middle blast right there. It was like my whole career being like that. So it's crazy you said that because I always looked at myself like that, but not in Houston sense. But now that you say that, like it's really kind of like that.
I mean, you're before
I can hang with everybody basically. So it's cool.
Because you and Travis were on the same XXL cover, right?
Yeah.
And then it wasn't anyone from Houston until like Megan, I think, right?
I don't know. For sure,
if it's wrong, blame me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that was really it. But do people like come to you? First of all, I know the legalities of like music and shit like that, but like, has anyone asked you to sample "Drink in My Cup"?
Oh, all the
Does
time.
it even work that way, or do they gotta go?
Nah, they go. They can definitely do it without me. You know what I'm saying? They come to me with like do a feature and they got like a Drink in My Cup thing, or they gonna do some Drink in My Cup thing and come to me. If you gonna got anything to do with Drink in My Cup, don't come to me. I'm just saying that now. Just hey, look, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how many times have people asked you to be like, can you just sing Drink in My Cup? Can you just sing Came Down, Hold Up?
Oh yeah, that's all the time. Definitely ain't.
So we are talking about the single, which is Rollercoaster. It comes out this Friday on October 11th.
Yeah.
One of this line, I got to hear it first. So one of the lines from that song is when she on a spiritual journey, tell her I like her energy.
Yeah.
And I want to tie that into, we follow each other on Instagram. Every day this man posts, he's working out.
For sure.
We had to reschedule this today because he was working out here, which is a great thing because you get into your mind, body, and soul. Like, but I've seen you've had a lot of lifestyle changes, so it's not just that. It's like every day you post something from a book you're reading.
Yeah.
I know for a while you was like riding your bike. I think you got caught.
I ride my bike every day.
I think you got caught in a storm.
Got caught in a couple storms for sure. A lot of those.
Yeah. What kind of inspired like your change and mentality and everything?
I ain't like what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every time I was leaving my crib, I was drinking and I was just partying. It was like, it's cool, but it's like, it's not going to get me nowhere. So I was like, I'm going to cut this off. Then I want to work out more, so I'm going to start this, you know what I mean? I want to read. So I started reading, started going getting books. So a friend had gave me, I think, the 4 Agreements, and I went from there, you know what I'm saying, and started reading books. And then I was like, my main goal with that was like, I'm going to put Kirk at the forefront of everything that KIRKO BANGZ is doing, and hopefully they like it, but if they don't, this is just what I'm about to be. I just want to be my authentic self, and I put that forward, and I started pushing that, and it worked. You know what I mean? It helps like on both sides, so now it's like, I'm just doing stuff I like doing every day, and it's just working out for me. So, and then with the gym, I just stick with it. Like, I stack the days, you know what I'm saying? I just keep going. I ain't the biggest, the strongest, the fastest, nothing like that, but I tell my guys in the gym, like, look, every day y'all come here, y'all gonna see me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the work gonna get done, and eventually we gonna look up, and I'm gonna be where I want to be.
How does that affect like people around you?
Oh,
you have
everybody on the same thing.
New management here, but I mean, like, as far as the people you keep around you, they got to be on the same thing?
Yeah, me and my bros, we got a APR Blue Blood. We got our own group chat, man, and it's a brotherhood. It's a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just like we ain't just playing all day. Like we holding each other accountable. When you want to talk about real stuff, we out in there talking. We putting everything on the forefront. You know, you ain't hiding nothing, man. We just pushing each other and supporting each other in every way. But we also in there posting when we working out. You know what I'm saying? Posting books. Hey, I got this book. Y'all want to come grab this? We trading books around like a library. You know, that's what we doing. That's what I do with my partners. My little brother, I've got him read, you know what I'm saying? He got to read a little 10 pages before he can play the game, things of that nature, because I like it's magic in the words. It's a lot of stuff in there that we don't see. So I feel like when people around you, when you start doing stuff, people around you going to start doing it, and then that's going to allow you to get stronger, your team to get stronger. So we all basically on the same thing.
I was going to say, because that kind of like naturally happens.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Your mind gets like, it rejects those lower level vibration things.
Or you got people that's like that, and you just, we got the strength to bring them up and pull them up. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little grace, work with them, and then eventually they gonna catch on.
Yeah. Now we're gonna get back to podcasts. You were on the Poor Minds podcast in Atlanta, and I saw you on 85 South too. But at Poor Minds, y'all were talking about how artists need to leave Houston to grow. Yeah. Do you still agree with that? Like, even artists that are coming up now, if they're not seeing the success they want, do they need to leave Houston? Do they need to go?
I don't like necessarily mean like you gotta leave here, but like, that's just, I mean, we talk about Houston because we here, but I feel like that's kind of like in any city besides like in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like, when you go somewhere else, you tend to people, you got a fresh slate, you got nobody knows you. You know what I'm saying? You blow up over there, and then your city trails behind that. That's just how things work. It's this natural selection. That's how it go. It ain't just Houston. So it's like, yes, if you got an opportunity to go somewhere else and you can get things going, and also in Houston we don't have the industry. We have no record labels sitting out here like real labels in the buildings like this. We have no movies, no TV. We have none of that. We have no infrastructure. All these other places, they had that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take what you got and take it somewhere where you have all these opportunities. In places like Atlanta and New York and things like that, LA, you can be in a studio and the biggest artists in the world can be in 3-4 rooms down from you. You run into them, and next thing they know listening to your song and things of that. It'd be like accidental success happening. Houston that's kind of hard because
we don't have that here.
We don't have that at all. We don't have the infrastructure. You can run into, we don't even know like the managers and the CEOs
executives
and things like that. All the executives, we don't
Mm-hmm.
have all that. You know what I'm saying? If we had all that, then all of our artists, I believe, will be doing way better than they are. They are doing great,
Mm-hmm.
but I believe that there'd be more artists and it would be happening at a faster rate.
Because when you came out was what, like 2012,
Yeah.
2011, 2012, and we didn't have this conversation because there wasn't, social media wasn't big. It was out, but like it wasn't what it is now.
Instagram was like,
what was your experience? Did you leave Houston?
Nah.
Or like
I
how,
always feel like I feel like if I would have, I would have been like bigger, you know what I'm saying, faster and for a longer time. But I feel like this is my path. You know what I mean? Like, I was never into industry stuff. I was not into that kind of stuff, so I stayed home, so that allowed me to get, I would never want to blow without having my mind right. You know what I'm saying? My mind right now, like when drinking my codes at its biggest, that was some of the worst days of my life. Like, I wasn't happy, you know what I mean? Like, I was just floating through the days, so I would have just been lost. I wouldn't be here right now. So, nah, I wouldn't want to do that.
But like you said, you are where you're supposed to be.
Yeah,
like even if
path.
It's not what so and so is doing.
Yeah,
like you're supposed to.
Because it ain't about that, man. Like, the wealth is in your family, your friends, your love, and I control my time. Every day I wake up, it's a summer for me. I always tell people that, like, that's the wealth. The time. I don't have no boss. I don't wake up to nobody telling me what to do. I do whatever I want to do when I want to do, who I want to do it, wherever I want to do it at any time. That's my success. That's my wealth. So when you want to compare me to that.
Yeah.
Compare yourself to that.
What you doing is the question. What do you have going on?
Nah, for real.
Well, last time you came here, well, we were at the other place, but you had an artist with you. Are you still?
Yeah, for sure. He working.
Got
he
the
coming.
label. You still got new artists?
I got a bunch of stuff. They all coming. But I was just told myself, like, it's gonna make it easier for everybody else if I just get back in that blender and just turn it up real quick. You know what I'm saying? So that's the plan that we came up with as a team. It's like, just go do what you got to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? We here, so that's what we doing right now.
Do you consider yourself like a Wayne and Young Money movement? Like trying to I guess.
Nah. I just consider myself that any of my brothers, anybody that I rock with, if they want to rap, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go rap. Like, or you want to produce, come on. Or you want to go do podcasts, come on. Whatever y'all want to do, come on. I'm not going to shield y'all out from doing nothing that y'all want to do, and we going to support you just how y'all support me. That's how it's doing. So if I'm with 10 people and 10 of them want to be rappers, come on. We got 10 rappers now, 11 rappers, including myself. This is what it's going to be.
Well, we got Rollercoaster that comes out tomorrow on Friday. The video drops, what time? 10?
Yep.
10 a.m.? Or 11. Video drops tomorrow. Just subscribe to the YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
Video drops tomorrow. You get the notification. So the one thing on my show we do every single night is the Hated Eight, where we just pick a topic and people call in and join in, whatever. So we have arguments about this. What is the OG cartoon that you still watch? We are the same age. We were born the same year. I just found that out. But what is the OG cartoon? Or cartoons, like top 3?
I don't know how OG it get. I be watching the PJs still.
Okay, the PJs
for sure. 3 of them is crazy though. Like, 3 is.
I could easily say like.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real though. Like the other day when when I was a kid, my mom always watched the Flintstones. Right? I know that's super old. I watched the Flintstones with her. I watched Flintstones with her the other day for the show, and that was cool.
Listen, I'm a grandma's baby.
Yeah.
And I used to have to watch like Little House on the Prairie.
Nah, for sure. Nah, she had me watching Roseanne and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't know if I got 3. I got 2 though. Yeah, I got 2.
Just 2? Yeah. Not even like SpongeBob? Or
SpongeBob ain't OG to me.
That's technically.
I ain't never watched SpongeBob like that though.
I know you lying right now.
I didn't. I watched like Rocket Power.
Okay, Rocket Power's up there.
Yeah.
I know you lying saying you ain't watched SpongeBob.
I don't know one SpongeBob episode of anything.
We cutting this interview
up. I don't know nothing about SpongeBob.
Well, since you on another level of higher thinking and doing other things, what is KIRKO focus on other than music right now? What we doing?
Man, just my health. You know what I'm saying? My family, my mom, just brothers and sisters, everybody just being healthy. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, basically. Like just being healthy and just loving each other. That's all I care about. I ain't tripping about nothing else. Everything else gonna come. We good.
Okay. I want to go into you being healthy real quick. Now living in Houston, that's hard because of food. Mm-hmm. So are you like vegan?
No, I ain't vegan. I just be, I be cutting like a lot of the carbs. I eat right. Okay. I would say that I eat right. You know what I mean? So I don't be going too crazy on the carbs and stuff like that.
You don't eat no bread.
Sometimes I do like the carnivore straight. Nah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Fruit, watermelon, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Damn, you done turned into, I don't even know.
Hey man, you gotta make sure you're doing right so you look good. You know what I'm talking about?
I know. I mean, also it's I don't know how big you're into like, what's the word, like frequencies.
Yeah,
but that also affects like eating meat and stuff.
Because what you eat, like it's like you attract all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So anything I'm putting in, it's like even with my Instagram feed, like I clean that up. Like I don't follow a lot of crazy stuff. I mute a lot of stuff that's crazy. I don't follow a lot of stuff like that because I don't want that going into my soul. I don't even want to be taking that in. I'm gonna be seeing people working out, people eating good. I'm gonna be seeing people work, like trying to make it in their life. I'm gonna see motivational quotes. I'm gonna be seeing houses and like land and stuff like that, like Washington, Oregon trails and trips and vacations. That's what I'm gonna see on my Instagram. So that's all my body. That's all I'm gonna trick myself. That's all I'm gonna know. You know what I mean?
You know what that reminds me of? You remind me of people who do that van life shit.
What's that?
Where you, like in Oregon, like
you
live in a van and you go
for sure. You gotta trick yourself because you taking all this information in, your body's just digesting all this stuff. How you gonna be, how I'm gonna move straight? You know what I mean? Like you gonna run into stuff all day long. Stuff gonna happen. But you feeding all this bad stuff to your soul all day long. You hurting yourself, you know what I'm saying? You're not giving yourself the strength that it needs to even overcome these obstacles. So I ain't doing it. I ain't playing by me. You feel me? So
hey, that's some Leo shit.
For real.
Song drops tonight. Anything else you want our beautiful people of Houston and online to know?
Rollercoaster dropping, man. Bro, it's about to go crazy. Your boy in the building, your boy back, your boy going wild. The video dumb, song dumb.
All right.
Shout out my boy B from Oregon for making the beat. Like it's just crazy. So one thing I did put, a thought process I did put into the song, I was just thinking about like life, like like the ups and downs of life and things of that nature. But the song is nothing like that. You know what I mean? But I just like, for me personally, I was like, life roller coaster, ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? You got to just go with the flow. You know what I mean? You got to just ride it out and you're going to be straight.
One thing I do want you, if you are listening or watching this interview right now, one thing I want y'all to do is go back to KIRKO's mixtape days. And there's a song called It's Not Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's like one of my favorite songs where you get very like poetic. And I wish people knew that about you more, that you do have like a poetic side, because your twerk shit is what like really popped
that's part of the, part of the mission though. I'm gonna be able to bring all of that into this gumbo. You know, it's gonna be straight. Like I got a whole, before I did this project, I had an old album like that. I have an old album like that right now, and I was about to drop that, and I was like, nah, I gotta give them what they want first, and then let me sneak all this, and then let me put all this back in there. That's like, even when drinking my cup when I first came up, I rapped. That's all I did. Like J. Cole, Kendrick, that's how I rap. You know? I wasn't on that other type of stuff I'm on now. But I knew, like, man, if I want to get them this, I got to do this, because this what's gonna get me in the dough. You know, so all that's coming. I got a bunch of records like that. So that was one of the things myself that I wanted to do. Like, hey, man, I got to get my pen right. You know what I mean? For sure.
Well, while we on the twerk session, we gonna try to.
Oh, we going crazy.
Facilitate. So.
Nah, we going crazy. That's why I even put the little line there, like the little spiritual line in there with the energy or whatever. I'm like, let me do something that got something to do with what I got going on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell. Was it during? I think it was right before COVID. It was when I went with you to your shows, like in Angleton?
I don't even remember.
That was like end of 2019. That was probably the most fun I've had.
Oh yeah, that was lit. Yeah, you was right. You was. I forgot all about that. You was riding with us.
I was.
And one time you went to like a little country town. We
went to Lake Jackson and Angleton.
That was crazy.
Day by day, and I was just a little like tour hand type of thing.
Nah,
but go to a KIRKO show if you haven't.
You gonna have fun.
When you pop up. All right, but until then, my brother KIRKO Bangs, single Rollercoaster out tomorrow. Until then, see y'all 93.7 The Beat. Wow.
Hello. Better like, comment, subscribe.